Episode 25. Let's do this, baby. Let's do this. Welcome to In the Lounge with Dre and V. I am your co-host, Queen V. And I have with me the impartial.
Yes, I am.
Practical dude they call Dre. What up, Dre?
Queen V, what's good? What's going on? How are you doing today?
I'm doing all right.
That's a good thing. I'm glad you're doing all right. I'm not doing too well, but I'll be okay, I guess.
What's wrong?
Sasha died last night from The Walking Dead.
Oh, boy, please.
I'm taking this so hard, yo. Like, I can't believe Sasha is dead, yo. And the way she died, y'all, all my Walking Dead people, I just had to talk about this first. All my Walking Dead people, I know we grieving together, man. It's bad, yo. It's real bad. You a true Walking Dead fan when you actually called out from work today and you really think you got to go to a funeral. It's bad, yo. I'm with you. All my Walking Dead people, I'm with you. Poor Sasha. She went out like a champ. She's a hero. Yo, Walking Dead coming back on in October. I can't wait. I just can't.
From what I hear, she did go out like a champ. She winning because I heard she left the show because she got another spot on another show.
Yeah, she on Star Trek. Everybody got.
So, I mean, you over here grieving and she over there filling up her pockets. I ain't mad at you, Sasha.
Everybody got to make moves. All right. So, let me do one other thing. I got to give a big shout out to Kay Brown. She got a new video podcast. It's called In the Living Room with Kay Brown. She just started that. Y'all make sure y'all check that out. All right. She's doing very well with that, too. I'm proud of her. And also, this show is being brought to you by Exalt. Exalt is a line of t-shirts and accessories that portray African Americans in a positive light. Exalt has t-shirts for men, women, and children. Purchase your t-shirt today at www.exalt.net. Exalt is spelled XHALT.net. All right? So, welcome to In the Lounge with Dre and V, episode 25. What is talking white and talking black? Today, we're going to talk about the myth. Yes, I said myth. Okay, of those who really believe that there's such thing as talking white and talking black. Queen V, you ready for this episode?
Yes, sir.
So we're going to address, this. We're going to address the talking white, the talking black, and Queen V said something about a double standard. So we'll get into that too. But right now, y'all know what it is. We got to go to Queen V's word on the street.
It's the queen, y'all. It's the queen, y'all.
Place your ear to your speaker and get ready for Queen V's word on the street.
It's the queen, y'all. It's the queen, y'all.
So, word on the street is Mike Epps caused a kangaroo distress during a concert in Detroit. So there was a guy who owned a kangaroo. I'm not sure if Mike Epps was aware of the guy that owned the kangaroo and knew that he was coming on stage, or if the guy just walks around with the kangaroo like it's a dog and brought it on stage at the concert. I have no clue how the kangaroo ended up on stage with Mike Epps.
Where the hell you get a kangaroo from?
In Detroit. But that's another story for another day.
Stand up. Stand up,
So
Detroit.
the guy who owned the kangaroo brought him on stage and they started dancing with the kangaroo. So the kangaroo was up on his hind legs. So it wasn't like he was on all fours. He was up on his hind legs. And apparently a few people, well, more than a few people, a lot of people in the audience seemed really disturbed that this kangaroo was under distress because
That's not right.
because of the dance that they were doing with the kangaroo. But it gets better. The kangaroo apparently wasn't being handled properly, and now the feds are investigating the matter. Listen, I got this from TMZ, but usually they right on point. So
That's truth.
I don't know. You ain't hear this from me. So Mike Epps has apologized. Of course, he's donating cash to a kangaroo humane foundation.
Everybody donates to whatever organization they violate.
And I'm sure before it's all over, the owner will be serving at least 2 years in prison behind this. I mean, listen, no disrespect to my animal lovers. I love animals too, but I think sometimes it's just a little extra. I will say that the kangaroo did look a little uncomfortable. That's the word we'll use.
I gotta see this. I didn't see it.
Yeah, so I'm gonna send you the video so you can put it on the website. But he did look a little uncomfortable, and according to Mike Epps, it's a black kangaroo, not a white kangaroo. But hey, this talks about our topic, right? We can get into this. Why the kangaroo gotta be black, Mike? Why can't it be a white kangaroo? Why can't it just be a brown kangaroo?
Where was it at? It was on the stage?
It was on the stage.
Where? At what event?
Mike Epps was doing a comedy show.
Oh, okay. Now, because I thought it was
they had rap music playing and everything. They was getting it in with this kangaroo.
So wait a minute. Why is everybody upset? I mean, kangaroo, they was playing rap. The kangaroo does like hip hop. Get it? Hop. Hop. Kangaroo hop. Hip hop. Never mind. You're corny. If you like that joke, put it on the website for me. Go to the website and make a comment. That was funny. You just corny. That's all. That's corny. Go ahead.
Anywho, moving on.
So corny, man.
In other news, Harrison Ford is not losing his pilot license.
Now,
he clipped an American airline plane on his landing the other day.
I didn't even know he had a pilot license.
Yes, he does. And, it's interesting because I thought I remember him doing some stupid stuff before. So I'm not understanding why they just haven't revoked this man's license already.
And Air Force One, he was the bomb, yo. Air Force One, he landed that plane from them hijackers, boy. Well, he didn't land it, but, he took control. You know what I'm saying? The plane did end up going down in the water, but he got the heck up out of there before that happened. Harrison Ford got a plane license, a pilot license. Wow. I didn't know that.
So, what else do I have? Oh, my Ratchet TV update. So first, Black Ink. Black Ink crew, Caesar and Duchess broke up officially.
Yay!
And he had a little thing apparently going on with Tattoo Baby. So in the last episode, he claimed, he said something that made you think that him and Tattoo Baby might have got it on under the sheets. Because he said something like, it's better to have smashed once and not smashed at all, or something like that.
Right.
Something along those lines. I don't think I'm quoting him directly, but you get my gist. Apparently, that's some false information. And Tattoo Baby went on Instagram to make it very clear that they were strictly platonic friends. Nothing has ever happened sexually between the two of them. So, I'm sorry to let you know that, Dre.
Yeah,
Him and Tattoo Baby are a thing of the past, number one. Number two, he lying on a vajayjay. And that's a thing that you just don't do.
It ain't no thing to me. Why are you saying sorry, Dre? Like,
because I know that you were hoping the two of them would get together.
As long as he don't have Duchess, I'm fine with that.
But speaking of that, he got a Duchess number 2. Because he had sex with the receptionist.
Yeah.
From the new shop.
Yeah, she's a nut too.
And I can tell from the jump that she just as crazy as Duchess is, if not crazier. So he might have another Duchess on his hands. So we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see.
And lastly, Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, the ratchetest of them all. So Kirk Frost and this whole possible baby situation.
Kirk.
Well, what's his name?
Jock, young Jock.
Yes. Apparently has smashed this girl too. And it's a possibility that it's his child. I'm going to need for them to get themselves together. Last time I checked, there was probably like 50% more women than men in Atlanta. I don't understand why y'all all smashing the same woman. This is ridiculous. And what are y'all doing? Y'all don't wear protection? That's just some nasty messages be putting your raw, what, up in somebody's vajayjay like that.
Scary world.
Y'all can't see my face right now, but I look disgusted.
You're disturbed, huh?
Just nasty.
Poor thing.
If I ever.
It's ever, not ever.
Ever.
It's ever.
Ever.
Use proper English because we're going to talk about that.
Ever.
See? And that's why some
find out you done did some sugar honey iced tea like that, I'm cutting it off.
And that's why we're going to talk about what we're talking about. Ever. It's ever, okay? You got it? Ever.
Don't correct me, but let's keep going.
Anyway, so that brings us into the show, okay? Now, what is talking white, okay? What is talking white? What is talking black? Queen Bee, what do you... What is there such thing as talking white?
So this is a little bit of a sensitive subject for me because I have been accused of talking white on numerous occasions. And I feel a little way about that because, first of all, what you're telling me is that because I enunciate my words, use are instead of is, and, properly speak, that I must be white. To me, you're saying that as a black person, I'm not intelligent enough to speak properly in the right tense, with the right enunciation, pronunciation, whatever. Mm-hmm. And I feel a little way about that. So I've always, and I think the part that pisses me off the most is that it's coming from another black person.
Right. I think it's offensive.
It's very offensive. It's not only offensive to me, it's offensive to the person that's saying it. So what you saying, you not... Because you black, you can't talk correctly?
I think it lowers when people say that, when African Americans say that about other African Americans, that shows their mentality of where they are. Why are you talking white? So when you say that and ask that, you're saying basically, why are you talking white? We don't talk like that. Why are you talking all proper? We don't talk that proper. That's what it's saying. Like when you ask that question, basically that's what you're saying. Damn well we don't talk that good. Why are you talking like that? So I think it is an insult. I really do. And it's crazy because the opposers who don't think that, who really do think there's such thing as talking white, they'll ask the question, well, if you speak proper English at work, why don't you do it when you get home? Because when you come home, it's a totally different type of dialogue with the other person that you're speaking to. So what do you say about that?
So this is what I say, because you know me. Even when I'm home and I'm talking my slang, is what I'm going to call it, because that's what it is, right? Some people like to call it ebonics. Man, screw all of that. It's slang. White folk got slang, black folk got slang, okay? Even when I'm talking my slang, I tend to sometimes still enunciate all of my words because it's in me, right?
Right.
But I feel like when I'm around my people, I can talk my slang.
Okay.
I feel like I can let loose. I don't have to be so correct. And even on Facebook, it pisses me off when people on Facebook correcting my grammar. If you don't like my grammar, stay off my damn page.
People do that?
People do that.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, they'll do little passive aggressive, where they'll post a thing about how, you shouldn't, I don't like when you use are instead of is, and
really?
You forgot the apostrophe, and this is what a lot of people do that.
Did somebody really do that?
A lot of people do that. But listen, it's all good. I know that for some people, grammar is very important, and, proper use of the tenses, etc., is important. I understand that. But on my personal page, if I want to say is instead of are, or I want to use double negatives, then I'm going to use double negatives.
Your page.
It's my page. And when I'm home, if I want to use double negatives, I'm going to use double negatives. But that doesn't mean that when I'm outside of my home and I'm around other people that I'm talking white because I choose to talk proper. That's how I was taught.
Right.
There's certain things that you're going to do at home that you're not going to do at work or out around other folk.
Absolutely.
Like I'm not going to be at work, smoking a cigar and drinking wine coolers at my desk.
And that was my point, Queen V. That's a good point, because I was thinking about the same thing. Great minds think alike. Now, here's the thing. So
you're saying that you have a great mind?
I do.
I'm just confirming.
I'm saying you have a great mind.
I know I have one.
We both have one.
So you're saying that you have one too?
Absolutely. Please don't let me forget my point, but I got a good one.
Okay. Next podcast, your adjective for you is intellectual.
Thank you. Right. Oh, that's great. We might have to do another recording right away. Seriously. But here's the thing. All right, so, the opposers, I call them the opposers, the people who think there's an issue with think there's such thing as talking white, talking black, whatever. They'll say, okay, so why do you feel that you need to do that at work? Well, the same reason why you go to work with a suit and tie. There's certain things that are expected in the workplace. When you come in, if you work in an office, a corporate office, you're not expected to wear jeans when you come in. You're not expected to wear a t-shirt and jeans at work. But when you come home, it's fine to, wear your t-shirt and jeans. So when you go into the job, you're not expected to talk slang. You're expected to talk proper English, and that is expected of you in the workplace. But when you get home, if you choose to talk slang, that's fine. So those opposers who say there is such thing as talking black, if that's the case, I guess what I'm trying to say is there's a certain standard and expectation at work that you must portray. And that's part of the game of, the corporate world. And I'm fine with that. I think that should be applied in terms of when you're speaking at work. You need to speak proper English because you don't know who you're dealing with. You're dealing with, customers or whatever it may be. So what I guess I'm trying to say is those opposers, they need to know that there's a certain way you have to be at work, which includes a certain way you dress and a certain way you handle things and a certain way you speak, as opposed to when you get home.
So I'm going to elaborate a little bit on what you just said, because for me, I speak well and intelligently, at least I believe I do, everywhere I go. It's not just work. I don't need to put on no front for work. I am my best at all times when I'm not around my people. When I'm not around that's what I'm saying. When I'm not around my family, my friends, I'm always at my best. And the education that I received taught me how to properly say things. Even when I type, at work or type an email to my kids' teachers, I use proper punctuation, etc.
As we should.
So, but yes. I'm just saying that it goes beyond just work. I mean, there's some people that turn it on for work and turn it off after work. But for me, this is my life. This is who I am. That doesn't make me white. That doesn't make me talking white because I have received education that tells me this is how I should speak. Like, for me, this is just my life. This is who I am. Now, when I get around you, even sometimes when I'm on this podcast, right? Like, you can see it kind of go back and forth, because I'm in my element. I'm in my home. I'm amongst friends. I'm amongst family. And there's always certain things that people do. And it's not just the black community. This is the white community, too. They have certain slang words that they use. They have certain phrases and stuff that they use as well. So it's not just a black thing.
Right.
And I just don't appreciate being told that I'm a white girl because of the way I speak.
Yeah, like I said, I just think it's ignorant. Like, it's a real bummer. It's almost equal to another black calling another, I won't say African American. Some people might get upset, so I'll say African American.
Who cares if they get upset?
It's
you black.
Queen.
I'm blackity black, y'all. I got a t-shirt that says that.
Queen
blackity black, y'all.
Queen be hot today.
Yeah, we descendants from Africa. So you want to call yourself African American, you can, but don't act like you ain't black, because that's what you is.
I didn't say that. I'm just saying. I'm just clarifying.
White folk is white. You can call yourself Caucasian. You can call yourself European, but you white. We black. All right. Blackity black, y'all.
I just forgot everything that I was about to say. But anyway, I just think
you're being politically correct.
I think it's an insult. I do. Like, it's an insult. It's the same thing as one black calling another black. Okay, I said black for you.
I'm so proud of you.
The N-word. So it's an insult. And, you really bring yourself down when you say, why are you talking white, or ask somebody why they talking white. It's ignorant. It's
and even
ignorant.
the same thing when they say that white folks are talking black because they using the slang that we use.
Right.
Like, so because they using slang and they not using proper English, they got to be black?
Exactly. Yep. So that's
why can't they just be a white dude that like to use slang and to, leave the K off of ask?
Right.
I don't understand.
You're right. Because if a white person says to another white person, oh, you're talking black, then that white person is now saying the same thing that a black person is saying.
Think about it. So we've been in South Jersey. We're in Virginia now, but we were in South Jersey for about 10 years. And in South Jersey, a lot of them put an S on the end of words. That is not proper. But that's what they do in South Jersey. That's how you know sometimes the folks is from South Jersey, because that's a South Jersey thing, right?
Right.
So why is that not called Ebonics? Why you ain't got no term for that?
That's true. Good point. I can't answer that. That's a good point. Very good point. So I guess, there's a lot of people that I know that go to, they participate in Toastmasters. Do African Americans and blacks who participate in that, are they trying to be white? Or are they trying to talk white because they participate? No. It sounds silly now, don't it?
They just trying to better themselves.
Exactly. It sounds
they're trying to be able to talk in public intelligently and without fear.
Yeah, and I don't see anything wrong with that. What is wrong with wanting to better yourself and, increase the way you communicate with others? I have a problem with that. That's a serious problem. It really is. Because I go to Toastmasters, I'm trying to talk like I'm white. No. There's nothing wrong with wanting to better yourself, and I have a serious problem with that. It pisses me off. I don't get it. I don't get it either. I do think that there are a lot of people in our community, and I'm just going to say this. I think there are a lot of people in our community who don't speak proper English, use proper grammar, or whatever you want to call it. But it's not because they're black. It's because the education system in our communities suck. Yeah. And you're in a household with people who were in an education system that sucked, and the cycle just continues. Right. And until you get into a better school district, because at the end of the day, that's what I believe it comes down to, right? Right. It's about education. It's not about you being black or white. It's about your education and what you're taught. And if you're not taught these things, and if you're not putting reading in a child's life from the beginning of their life, 9 times out of 10, sometimes, I'm not going to say 9 times out of 10, but, their speech could be delayed. Right. Because they're not comprehending things well. And all of that plays a part in why people don't speak properly or are not able to enunciate their words. It has nothing to do with you being black or white. It has to do with education, and it has to do with making reading a priority of a child's life from the beginning. And it will make a huge difference. Absolutely. That's so been people proven. Need to understand that. Like, it's not about me being white because I enunciate, my words correctly. It's about the education and what I was provided at an early age. Yep. That's why I say it's a lifestyle for me. Like, this is not something I just turn on. This is who I am. I don't turn it on and turn it off. I might talk slang around you, but even when I'm talking slang, 9 times out of 10, I'm still enunciate my words correctly because that's just who I am. Right, this is me. Absolutely. All right. So, Queen V, I was going to ask you for your final thoughts. Are those your final thoughts? That's my final thoughts for now. I got my little words of wisdom. I'm going to put a little bit more into it, but that's my final thoughts for now. I think it was a great final thought. And my final thoughts, I pretty much thought I said them already, but, I'll make it real short. There's nothing wrong with people wanting to increase their communication with others. There's no such thing to me as talking white, talking black. We all talk the way we talk, and proper English is proper English. Nobody should be blamed or, humiliated or looked at in a negative way, especially African Americans in our own communities, just because we talk proper. All right. So I think that, we need to just reevaluate ourselves. The people who think this need to reevaluate themselves and, think about what you're saying. Just think about how you're lowering your own standards of African Americans when you say that we are not superior to another race just because they speak proper. But there's a lot of people who speak proper, blacks, whites, a lot of people. So that's my final thought. Just reevaluate yourself because, you're bringing yourself down and it's not good. And that's my final thought. And I did not get interrupted by Queen V. This is amazing. Wow. Really? Wow. Oh, really? Right. Really? Wow. So let me hurry up and get the hell out of here with this final thought so I don't get interrupted. We will now have the Stu Nod of the week. So y'all know what it is. The student out of the week is that stupid person that does stupid things all the stupid time. This week's student out of the week goes unnamed. I saw this in a pretty reliable source. And it was a list of different things that people do that's very stupid and like so crazy. So they didn't mention this lady's name, but I just want you to hear what she did. So this lady was having a party at her house. And, I guess it was a big party because she, it's going to be a big event. So what she did was she worked for a company that does a lot of ordering food. The company orders a lot of food. I guess they have a lot of events. And she's the point person for that. So what she did was order a lot of food. And when they got to her business, her company, she came downstairs and had them put the food in her car. Obviously, she's going to take the food home and, set it up for her party. So the caterers thought that was kind of strange because they often come there and deliver food for whatever event they're having. She thought it was kind of strange. And she called, I guess, the lady's supervisor to act like she was confirming, I guess, a certain amount of food while she was downstairs. And the lady wound up getting caught and she was fired. So with that said, whoever you are student of the week. You dumb fool. That was just crazy. Like, I don't know what type of job she had, but it sounds like it was like a good job where they order a lot of stuff. Maybe it was a corporate office.
Maybe she was like an event planner, or maybe it was like a venue. Yeah,
it could be. But to risk your job for food, you should have waited till you got paid, Ma. For real. So look, you are student out of the week. Congratulations, whoever you are. I wish I knew your name, but I don't. So congratulations, you are student out of the week. We will now have Queen V's words of wisdom. Queen V, take it away.
Okay. I'm going to read you a quote by Maya Angelou. A Black person grows up in this country and in many places knowing that racism will be as familiar as salt to the tongue. Also, it can be as dangerous as too much salt. I think that you must struggle for betterment for yourself and for everyone. As a person of color, we have enough people judging us, degrading us, etc. We as a people, community, shouldn't do it to each other. The way we speak, pronunciate our words, isn't based on race. Education may be, the amount of reading and cultural activities we've been a part of, but not race. We as people of color must unite and love each other for our differences as much as our similarities. And that's it.
And there you have it. Queen V's words of wisdom. Queen V, I like that words of wisdom. That was pretty nice.
Thank you. I tried.
I liked it.
I think it's important because, I know we didn't touch on something outside of the way we speak, but, a lot of times as Black people, we tend to have kind of like Black on Black racism.
Right.
You know, light skin versus dark skin, straight hair versus natural hair.
Right.
And we just got to stop doing that. We got enough people tearing us down. We don't need to tear each other down.
Absolutely. I agree. So there you have it. We'd like to thank you for listening. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for your support. Just want you to know that we have reached 5,000 downloads. I mean, we are moving up. So it's all because of you guys. We just thank you so much for downloading our episodes and listening. I hope you are, we hope that you are enjoying them and just getting a lot of laughter out of them. Queen V, you have something to say?
Well, I just wanted to let you know that we're going to be putting out a survey here shortly.
Yes, that's right.
Because we want feedback. We want to know. We're at 25.
Indeed.
Episode, right? So we need to get feedback. We need to know what we're doing right, what we're doing wrong. What is it you want to hear? Do you like this new format with just Dre and I? Do you want us to bring back the old format with a guest or two? Or do you want us to mix it up a little? Sometimes us, just the two of us, or sometimes us with a guest.
Let us know.
Do you like the different topics that we talk about? Do you want us to focus on something more specific? We want to hear from you so that we can continue to bring you a podcast that you enjoy listening to and that you will recommend to others. So thank you so much for the downloads. Thank you for staying with us through these last 25 episodes. And we appreciate y'all.
And the survey, we want you to take a look at this survey and we want you to complete the survey. You can reach the survey and get to that at weinthelounge.com/survey. And that's it. Thank you for listening. Queen V, you did it again. Everyone, we out. Peace out.